What's up, you guys? It's me, JustJen, back at it with another video. A lot sooner than I thought I would be doing a video. Pardon the fact that this video is going to be in the dark. This light over in the corner is very bright on my eyes right now, and actually I have to have another light just off camera because otherwise I'm completely blacked out, which is what the video would look like. And I know you'd probably be okay with that. I need to remember to look at my new camera angle. But I thought I would do a video sooner than I thought I was going to do. Hopefully the fan that I have in the background for my surgical menopause. Yes, I'm in menopause a lot sooner than I normally would be. Because of having to have surgery at a very young age. I do have menopause now. So I'm hoping that the fan's not blowing into the camera mic, hence why the camera angle is really off. And I'm trying to get used to this new phone, but I wanted to talk to you guys. Yes, I have some new spiritual things in the background to help explore my new talent and my new gift of being an empath. So I definitely have my spiritual objects, as well as some crystals that will be placed a little bit better. I'm gonna have like a whole area, obviously with it being so close to my bed, and with sleeping, I want to make sure that definitely while I'm unconscious that I'm projecting positive energy, not negative energy, or not welcoming negative energy, especially with the fact that that is a corner of the room and corners can tend to hide negative entities. So that said, I digress. But the video, I'm going to be closing my eyes a lot. I wanted to take this opportunity to say that I'm thankful for the fact that people have been really supportive and very floored by the amount of energy that I have in my videos. Because I say one thing a lot of the times, saying that I'm always exhausted. Sorry, I don't have any of my camera stuff set up. I wasn't planning to do a vlog, but I thought this would be important. That I say one thing. I say that I'm always out of energy and that I'm exhausted. And yet my videos so far have been just positive and energetic and upbeat. And when I recorded my other video the other day where I was Unicorn Jen, y'all didn't know this, but I was about 10 days into a scleritis flare. So I'm going to stop there. There's been confusion and questions asked about scleritis or episcleritis. I know some of you guys have had episcleritis before. And so in that case, you understand the pain that I'm going through. Being incredibly sensitive to the lights. It makes your eyes really red a lot of the times, or it makes them look like you have been hotboxing, or that you're having really bad allergies. Hotboxing meaning marijuana. I'm sure most of you guys know what hotboxing is, but that's what I was referring to. Gotta be careful. Touching my eyes is so painful. So I'm gonna stop for a moment and say that a little ocular anatomy and physiology. So our eyelashes are more than just putting makeup on them to look our greatest, to look fancy, or to draw in potential suitors. They are there to protect your eye from dust particles and from debris getting into your eye. Just like your eyelid is the same. It blinks to protect your eye, and you blink without conscious awareness. Sometimes you're aware of blinking, but a lot of the time it's a subconscious thing. You do that because you're protecting your eye. You're lubricating your eye. Your tear ducts are another one that is protecting your eye. They're there, the tears are there to keep your eyes lubricated, to keep things like irrigating and flushing your eyes, as well as making sure that it's protecting your eyes from dirt and debris getting stuck in your eye. So there is a couple different things that can happen. You know, you cry, and it's actually a good thing to cry because it flushes your eyes, and it allows your, you know, the front and the back of your eye to kind of get like a really good rinsing without having to use eye drops like Refresh Tears or some of those over-the-counter saline teardrops to kind of moisturize your eye and flush it and make sure your eyes are being kept nice and clean. But there are conditions that cause your eyes to not have clear tears, like pink eye, which is another word for a layman's term word for conjunctivitis. Your conjunctiva is your tear ducts usually that get infected or inflamed. But you can also get conjunctivitis as a result of a corneal abrasion. So like I said, the anatomy and physiology, your cornea is the clear part of your eye. It's a really thin layer. It coats your entire eye. It's supposed to be translucent. It's very thin, and it doesn't take much for you to cut, tear, or damage that. Even with just itching your eye, you can cause a breakdown in your cornea. So you can get an abrasion. It's very painful. Every blink that you do, it feels like there's a rock, a gigantic crater rock in your eye. And blinking hurts. If you get an eyelash in your eye, you can accidentally scratch. If the eyelash is in your eye, you itch your eye and you could accidentally tear your cornea. Your cornea will heal itself. Your eyes heal remarkably fast. However, and the same thing goes with if you get conjunctivitis, where your eye is like literally glued shut with green, yellow, thick, goopy, nasty grossness. It's the downside of this is, yes, positive, your eye can heal itself and it will get better. The downside of it is that conjunctivitis, pink eye, is so incredibly contagious, so infectious. It causes people to, causes people to be very infectious. So you just don't want to be around somebody while they're having a conjunctivitis attack, because we subconsciously touch our face way more times than you would think on a daily basis. That's why in the medical field, we're supposed to always be helping to remind each other to wash our hands, because we don't always know that we're touching our face. Okay, after your conjunctiva, you've got the black part of your eye. It's supposed to be a circle that constricts and dilates based on the amount of light that goes in your eye. It's supposed to be a circle. That stuff can all be different based on the conditions that you've got going on, medical things that you've got going on, medications you're taking, or a whole bunch of other things. The black part of your eye, the pupil, it allows light in. It bounces off rods and cones in your retina, and your optic nerve is back there. And there is so much more to the anatomy of the eye. That's just a basic, heads up, basics of your eye. Around your pupil is your iris, which is just the color part of your eye. It's different colors based on the amount of melana or the color in your eye. People with brown eyes or dark brown eyes tend to be able to tolerate sunlight better than those of us with green, blue, or lighter colored eyes. Football players will tend to wear black under their eye to help cause the sun to not reflect into their eye, not cause a decrease in their vision, and allow them to be able to, in essence, play the game without issues. Excuse me. After your iris, you've got pretty much the rest of your eye, which is the sclera. All the white part of your eye is your sclera. And the sclera has so many layers to it. Episcleritis just basically means like the most outer, the surrounding, like your epidermis is the upper level of your skin. So it's like when you get shots for like insulin shots into the epidermis, they are tiny, tiny, tiny length needles. They are so short. They're anywhere from a quarter to maybe a half inch at most, lengthwise for needles. So it is really tiny needles that go into the outermost layer. So episcleritis just means that you have an inflammation of the outermost layer of your eye. It's going to be painful. It's going to turn red. It'll be uncomfortable. A lot of times people might get steroid drops for episcleritis and it will go away. Your immune system for some reason is causing you to have an attack, and your body will eventually get rid of it and you'll move on and hopefully never have to deal with it again. Scleritis is not a good thing. It is a very bad thing. It means that you have some kind of autoimmune condition where your immune system's attacking your eyes. That diagnosis is a bad diagnosis to have. I've had flares and times where I've gone into like a remission stage, but every time I've had a flare, I go blind. When I go blind, there's a chance I won't be able to get my vision back. I had a flare that I didn't even realize was a flare. I thought it was a corneal abrasion 2 weeks ago, yesterday, which was Thursday. And the doctors were all jumping. My rheumatologist, my ophthalmologist, they were jumping on getting me on prednisone and trying to push to get me back on my biologic and my chemotherapy agents to make sure that it was not going to turn into full-blown scleritis. Even though it already was scleritis, they didn't want it decompensating and progressing to causing me to go blind. The pain hasn't got any better in that time. Though I was happy on camera, I want to put good vibes out there, but the pain I've been going through is pretty bad. The light sensitivity is horrible. I think yesterday was like a whole new level of pain where I feel like I have rocks in my eyes. They're burning, they're throbbing. No amount of non-preservative or preservative-free eye drops and other drops that I have that I'm not going to name, nothing has helped it. Nothing. It's a bruising pain that is in my eye, just touching my eye, around my eye. It goes to the back of my head, causing me to have a horrible migraine. And unfortunately, we've been trying really hard to save my vision. So I'm praying and I'm hoping, if you guys are out there, if you don't mind sending some prayers up, praying that I don't lose my vision. I don't want to have to go back to Portland. It took me everything, every ounce of my will to get home safely yesterday. Taking naps, pulling over repeatedly to make sure I had drops in my eyes and that my vision was okay. Several layers of glasses and protective glasses so that I could tolerate the lights driving home at night yesterday. I'm on high dose prednisone now. So I'm just praying I don't lose my vision. I don't want to be hospitalized. I don't want to lose my vision. I know there's worse things out there. Oh, and crying makes this worse. The light makes it bad, but the crying makes it worse. I'm sorry. I know the basis of my channel was to be real. I just need a body transplant. Anybody that's healthy that wants to donate their body but let me have my own memories and my own spirit and my knowledge. I'm trying to be funny. I said I was gonna be real. I want to be able to help at least one person. And I know I do that. I know when I go to work every day that I'm helping people. I hear the comments and I'm so thankful and so blessed. God really did grant me with the right profession and the right gift, even if it's going to take everything out of me being an empath and being a nurse and trying to fight off the energy vampires, aka the narcissistic individuals that like to suck empaths dry that I might come into contact with. I know that I have the right profession, but I want to be real. I am positive, and I will always try to be positive, because there's no point in being negative with things that you can't control. But I'm scared. This is scary. There are worse things out there in life. But I work so hard to be a nurse. So I do have changes coming as far as like how things are going in my work life, things that are going on in my personal life that hopefully will help to support my immune system a little bit better. And I'll try and keep you guys posted. I don't even know if I'm going to send this video up and out, but I just wanted to show you the real Jen 2, the one that is in bed and the one that does suffer, and the one that's not able to always just be blasting full of energy and going 100 miles an hour. So, love as always. Be kind to one another. Be thankful for what you have. And have a great day. Bye, you guys. See you next time.